Welcome to another Summer Cup first round game as we wait for one more player to file into the pregame lobby so that we can get started. Today we have Reborn and we have Empty for you. I am Diamondback and with me is Builds. How you doing, Builds?
I'm doing pretty great. Sorry about that. How are you doing?
I am doing good. I had a little bit of a drive this morning, got some sun, got some of that Texas heat on my back. Air conditioning nearly gave out, but you know what? We're here. We're playing some Rainbow Six, and we're on Coastline. Builds, this is my favorite map in the entire game. Like, by far. It's not even close. Like, the aesthetic, how it's defended, how it's attacked. It's great.
I'd say it's my favorite map of all time, but I really like this map. I mean, you could play it in so many different ways. I mean, I think that this map, it's a very great map and overall.
I would agree. We're still waiting on one player from Empty to file on in here. It looks like all of Reborn is readied up. We're having some slight controller issues right now, so that is why we have not gotten started immediately. As soon as the final player files in, we are going to get going. Over on Reborn's side, we have Copper, Wi-Fi, Sprays, Eclipse, and Bacon. And coming out for Empty, we have Salty, Blink and Blaze, Nixter, and Dylan. Dylan. Getting it on in here as we wait for the final player from Empty to grace us with his presence. So while we're waiting here, continuing a little bit of a conversation that I had with the Glitzy in the last round, and let's talk some fast food. Sort of continuing. We're talking some fast food very quickly before we get into this match. I do know what Zaxby's is. I'm a fan of Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is a great scene.
I really hope I don't anger any Louisianans in the chat going off that chicken finger tangent. Raising Cane's for me is just not a great place to eat. The sauce is the only thing good there. The chicken is incredibly lackluster.
I honestly don't know. I don't have that restaurant here in Florida, but, you know, we have our perks.
Yeah. That is true. Cane's is a very, very regional. Zaxby's reaches all the way to Texas. It's pretty good. Looks like Copper is just flipping on over there, moving it all around. Dylan trading some shots with him as we will wait for the last player to come in. And we do have confirmation from Salty that it will be 2 minutes, so I'm going to message Reborn, and then we will get this thing started. Now, Reborn, I would contend, if you follow the collective, you're going to see some names that you've seen around. We have Sprays coming out here, obviously coming over from F6, just not changing that gamer tag just yet. And Reborn is a team that's you're fine. Reborn's a team that has been around a little bit. They're experienced competitive players. Now, so is Empty. They've had some people that have been around, but I would contend that Reborn is one of the favorites out of this entire tournament, just a team that is more well known than some of the others that have entered, some of the new members to collective, and some of the teams that have newly formed. If you are new to the collective, hello, welcome to our cast. This is great. We love it. We love seeing it. We love hearing about it, and you're hearing about it more and more. But I think that Reborn has to be at least slightly favored in this match. Maybe, potentially. We'll see how this Empty, which is a relatively new team, gels together. But I think this is one of the first times we're going to see this iteration of Reborn, unless I am mistaken. We will still be waiting. We still have 17 minutes on this server clock. We will be just fine as soon as we get this last player from Empty, who should be entering the match any second now. On this thread, I really like Coastline. I like Coastline as a map a lot. I feel like it's very balanced in some ways. I feel like it's relatively easy to roam on, weirdly. I feel like there's a lot of avenues and places that you can get shot from, and it may end up being a little bit attacker-sided because of that. But I feel like it's still not like the worst map ever to roam on. I think there's a lot of anti-roam capabilities, which is why you often see a Jackal ban on this map. But the main reason why I like it so much is that there's only one super strong defender, and that's Echo. Echo can be absolutely busted here, but it's still like you don't need to ban a Mira to be effective attacking this map. It's a pretty solid map overall. Welcome, 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 as everyone files into the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is going to be a great day as soon as we get this last player in. We can start this match on Coastline. As it does look like Builds has disconnected, and it is going to be myself alone over here as Builds attempts to get his Wi-Fi connection sorted out. Maybe we see him back a little bit later. Maybe we don't. Either way, I'm going to be here with you every single step of the way as we are going to attempt to get this game started incredibly quickly. We're still waiting on one more player from Empty, as he is having some controller issues, according to Salty, who is their IGL. And as soon as he gets those sorted, we are going to get on with it. And there we have it. It is Wavy, and we are ready to start this match, as we do see the spams of ready going out. And we're going to give it about 15 seconds for everyone to get ready. We got a full ready up from Reborn. We've got a nearly full ready up from Empty. Let's get into it here on Coastline, as we will start this match out. Now, as we mentioned earlier, this is a very, very nice map to attack on. Attacking is highly priced up here. If I'm on the defense, I definitely don't want to play against a Jackal on this map. Jackal can just completely shut down any roam game you have whatsoever and force people to anchor at least one spot. You could also see a hard breach ban come out, and there's the Jackal right there. Is Diamondback prophetic? Who knows? No, I can't spoonerism Diamondback and Nostradamus, so I can't give you a good pun there. I do think that we might see a shield ban come out, as Blitz can be very, very strong as always, and Monty's just a great operator in competitive play in general. And there is the Montaigne going out. Again, it's like I think it and these teams do it. It's actually kind of incredible. On defense, there's not really an operator that you need to ban on defense other than Echo and Maestro, both of your hard plant denial operators. So Maestro, Evil Eyes, obviously, can see through smoke grenades, which is a very, very strong counter to the smoke and plant meta. We will see the Echo come out as those Echo Yokai drones can deny plant as well. If you're planting, Yokai hits you, you get off the plant. It's as simple as that. If your Echo's alive at the end of the round, it could be just over. Let's see what this last ban is, though. The Ella ban. Now, this may be a little bit of a target ban coming out because, honestly, Ella is not that strong of an operator. She has the FO12 shotgun, which can be used to deny stair play a lot and really useful in close quarters, but there's no real Ella play that you'd want to... I can't think of anywhere on this map that Ella would be particularly strong, and so maybe just a little bit of a comfort ban, wanting to get those Grismont mines out of the way, as we will load in solid lineups on each side. No hard breacher brought from Reborn. Not the end of the world for them. Coastline is a map, especially Hookah Billiards, a map that you do not have to hard breach on. I do like that Sprays is 6 picking from the Buck to the IQ. I feel like the Zofia impacts will be utilized in the same area that the Bucks frags will be used in, and they already have a lot of vertical play from the IQ who can bring breaching charges. Obviously, Bacon on that Capitao is going to be so strong as well. Just a good, solid lineup being brought even without a hard breacher, as Hookah Billiards is our first sight of the day. Dylan placing the Maestro, Evil Eye on that wall. We're going to hop on board with Wavy, who's going to be on that Valkyrie for the duration of this first prep phase, so we can see where these Black Eye cameras come out. A lot of this game will be decided, in my opinion, off of information. Who has it? Who doesn't? Who can utilize it better? And possibly the biggest source of information on this map, with default cam spots that are a little bit easy to shoot, is these Black Eye cams and where they will go. It does look like he's raring to toss some out of these ruins, just pushing at this Hookah wall that he has ripped out. Hookah wall, Hookah doorway, really like. He is going to put that Black Eye right there. He will have one to utilize later in the round as we do go ahead and get started. Defaults being popped for Reborn, as Copper going to do a little bit of extra droning with the absolute Kobe toss onto the Aqua balcony. Incredible arm strength in Zofia. But that Black Eye cam is going to be just absolutely deleted from Sprays over the 6-pick onto the IQ. And you can take those out so quickly. Oh, that's a lot of information that is just completely and totally denied to the defense. Copper still droning out. We have some slow play coming out. Spray's getting a little bit aggressive on that Hookah balcony. Just trying to put some pressure onto the anchors, droning it out a little bit. Those mute chambers are going to be really hard to get out, as this M590 is going to do a lot of work on these stairs. We already will have Eclipse go down extremely low. No damage out on the Legion of the other team. That's really, really low for your Thatcher. Blinket Blaze will take out Wi-Fi for the first kill. Salty will take out Eclipse, and that it's not looking great for Reborn in their first round. Spray still inching closer on this Hookah balcony. We do have the Capitao on that purple platform, on the purple turret, moving up to the center skylight. And man, just some solid guns coming out from Empty at the start of this round. 1.5 minutes into the match. SMG-11 sprays coming through, C4 being ripped. Will Nixter choose to utilize it here to put even more pressure onto Sprays onto the Hookah Bout? Now, one detected outside. They still have that angle. The Sprays will take out the bar, but the diffuser is still down on the other side of the map. That's huge. This could turn into a who just takes out the most, who gets the most frags, as Empty are in complete and total control of this map. Some damage going out to Dylan as he is going to take some shots with the Alda onto the Hookah balcony. Sprays just holding on to this Hookah balcony position for dear life right now. Finally, the diffuser picked back up for Reborn as Spray is just kind of poking in and out of Hookah, trying to get any control that he can. There's just no angle for Reborn to get in and take any kind of serious, realistic map control. Copper will push through to the 90 call, will have the angle to potentially take out the Valkyrie, but Wavy with some nice shots will take him down, and that's your diffuser down. Just really unfortunate out here as Bacon will attempt to take out a little bit of that roam. Of course, we will see the pixel onto the Maestro. Salty gonna take out Sprays, and it's just Bacon. He does have one down, but he doesn't have the diffuser. He will get the kill for the KD, tanking out Dylan on the Maestro. But unless all three players just rush him right now, it's looking really good for him. He will spray through the wall, and all Empty has to do is hide. Bacon with a triple kill that round, but it was all for naught as Empty take the first round on Coastline. And Bacon starting off sizzling with a 3K on the Capitao, but not really much there for him to do as the diffuser down in VIP for most of that match. We will head back to Pent Theater as we will keep with the second floor of modes of defense. We will see the Bandit come out for Dylan, as well as the Castle come out for Nixter. So just a very, very solid competitive lineup, very meta coming out from Empty. Strong, smart play, and after they played how they did the first round, I mean, who can blame them? They played it incredibly well, countered the aggression from Reborn solidly. We will see Wi-Fi take that Twitch, that F2, so powerful, just a hose of bullets coming out. As Penthouse Theater can be one of the toughest sites to defend, and that F2 is going to absolutely shred if they can get this wall open, as it will bring a Thermite, a hard breacher brought out from Bacon. If Reborn can get that VIP wall open and get that F2 with another angle onto the theater from Penthouse, it's going to be really, really tough for the defense to hold on. I personally like the mirror strats on Penthouse Theater. I know that not a lot of people do. It can be a little bit of a struggle to play through sometimes, as mirror is just not great on this map with how strong Capitao is in the meta right now. And I still think they could have brought her, and I still think it would have been a pretty strong lineup, but still. Strong lineup nonetheless for Empty, as Salty, the IGL sticking on that Legion, making himself a little bit of a rotate hole through Hookah. He sees the drone come in, will pop it immediately, looking towards the purple tarp, will mark, and that's potentially for a run out from Wavy, who had such a strong round on that Valkyrie, giving his team so much information. And Dylan just kind of lurking in office with the Nitro Cell ready, hopefully going to use some of those Valkyrie cams to get a C4 through the floor, as the roam presence from Empty is just taking up so much time. Salty going to take out shots onto another drone, and Dylan will get the C4 through the floor onto the Thatcher. A solid use of information from Empty, who are looking so strong out here. Some shots onto the Twitch. Salty can get this kill. It's a huge operator dead, but Sprays will come up and save his teammate. A huge play out of Sprays on the IQ to keep the Twitch from Wi-Fi alive and take out the Legion of Salty. That's a huge operated half off the board. Dylan will take out Copper, though. Bacon looks like he's in a gunfight. Stun grenade will come out as he pushes into luggage looking from Aquarium. The balcony is going to be vaulted, and Reborn still have a long way to go in this round, even after an absolutely heroic frag from Sprays. Literally a 2-operator score swing, as it looked like it was about to be 3-5. But Wi-Fi will go down anyway. It looks like Bacon is moving over to revive him, as we will have just a minute left in this round. Stun grenade out. Revive coming in. Spray just holding the angle, pushing through to VIP. Very, very normal things coming out, as it does look like Empty have begun to just relax with the aggression and begun to play on site, just locking down their anchor positions. Nixter just holding out here in the penthouse, just hanging out, waiting for people to push through. There's no realistic way for them to get these bandit batteries off the wall. Oh, and Dylan gonna frag onto Wi-Fi. That's your Twitch off the board. Wi-Fi just man, it's tough scenes for him this round. Sprays attempting to get the wall bang as Blink and Blaze will take out Bacon, and Sprays the last one alive. We'll see the Jaeger. Gonna get the shots, nearly gets one through the wall. Will get a nice shot onto Dylan, and Sprays has a triple kill, but it's looking like it's gonna be all for naught, as there's no real way for him to get on and plant the future. Will get a nice shot. He has a quad kill. Can he possibly get the ace? He can't get the diffuser down in time. And a heroic effort from Sprays, all for naught, as MT will just cut their losses and get out of there and take the round win. But a 4-kill round from Sprays, who is 4-1-1 so far. Bacon sitting at 3-0-1, and they are the only kills out for Reborn. MT a little bit more even of a spread throughout the scoreboard. Dylan coming in with the top, fragging at 3-0-2. Salty at 2-2-1, playing on that Legion, and it does look like they will switch up the defense a little bit from MT that worked so well, as we will head to Blue Sunrise. The Castle coming out, the Jaeger coming out, Vigil potentially coming out for some vertical confusion. Vigil is an operator that I like to refer to as Schrodinger's operator. If you're unfamiliar with the concept of Schrodinger's cat, it is a philosophical term. Schrodinger's cat both exists and does not exist if you cannot see it. And that's the same way that Vigil operates. If his ability, the ERC-7, is on, you can drone him out, but you never know where he is or isn't. You'll never know whether he's above you or below you as you do catch reinforcements coming out. So, Vigil, Schrodinger's operator, that's a deep cut. A little bit of a deep cut joke. I do like that Salty has not like that the Legion isn't on the board. I think you always need a Legion. But if you're going to switch to something, if you're going to switch it up, let's bring a Mute. Let's bring so much drone denial, as it does look like they're going to attempt to get the backside of Blue Wall onto that outskirts, as no hard breach brought again from Reborn. And honestly, I think that's the correct play. Getting the frags on the board, getting the Nomad on the board to stop the runouts, keeping Sprays on the IQ that he has done so well on, and Bacon coming out with a Claymore will be playing on that Zofia. Now, we talked about it last round, but there is a Mira that has come out from Wavy. Potentially would have been useful on the penthouse, but it does look like they are going to bring him out now onto Blue Bar and Sunrise Bar. Rotation holds, widened a little bit there. That Mira's secondary shotgun. Not high damage onto players, but so useful at site manipulation and creating those rotation holes to where the defenders can get out quickly. Dylan, some chip shot damage, but Wi-Fi will take him out. No early frag coming out from MT as Reborn takes a square lead in the third round, down 0-2. Let's see if this is the composition and this is the spark that they needed to push forward. It does look like they're being a little bit more careful with their drone play this round, as they will heavily drone out the other sites. They did kind of get shafted from roamers, as the roam game from MT was a little bit too strong for them in the past couple rounds, but they are being far more careful now, as it does look like Wi-Fi is just opening up that floor on the sledge. Just so much ability. He can do so many things. Looking for the kill, but see the Mira. Will get some chip shot damage, putting the Mira down to 10 HP with C4 coming out. And Wavy! Wavy with 2, taking the clips and Wi-Fi. That's your Thatcher down again. That is an absolutely huge pick, as Wavy does get sledged out from the top, and using the C4 to huge effect will absolutely delete 2 members of Reborn off of the map. And what was looking so good for Reborn, MT have just completely swung in their favor. 1 minute left in the round, still a chance for Reborn as the Mute running out. There's still some chances here, but it's looking grim as Blink and Blaze will take out Bacon. What was a 4v5 has turned into a 2v4 as we got 3 straight kills from the side of MT. Wavy, another frag as He's gonna take out Copper, and once again, it is Sprays alone, needing to do so much. Not a lot to work with. He will take out Lincoln Blaze, who it will peek him from that tough angle there. All the defense needs to do is rest. Sprays will take out Salty. He is padding the stat line, but at this point, with no breaching charges, does have the diffuser, does have this mirror window popped, will take down. Can he plant the bomb and complete this 1v4? It's going to be very tough as he will not be able to get it down, and the sound cue just so unfortunate as he did have the Mira down and was in a 1v1. Sprays almost coming up so clutch again, but just barely not being able to pull it off. And if I'm Reborn, I've got to get better in the middle of those rounds. It seems from about a minute in to about a minute left, that 1 minute to 2 minute mark has just been absolutely dominated by Empty. We are seeing a Rook being brought out from Nixter. Maybe a couple of more spawn peaks coming in here, running out of the map. There is a Nomad though, so maybe a little bit of a hard anchor, potentially. I mean, the Rook armor is just going to help. That's a universal buff, and Rook synchronizes so well with the dock that Wavy is bringing, as you will, unless you're headshot, you will not be immediately killed. You will just go down, and the dock can revive you from long range. We are heading back to this hookah billiard site that is the choice of preference for these teams. Dylan just throwing some mute jammers down, some damage onto Lincoln Blaze. He will get docked back up to full health though. I'm not sure if that's the most efficient use of that utility, as, I mean, one bullet on a Jaeger here or there. He's a little bit of a fast, speedy boy. I don't know how much that would have helped him. We'll see. I mean, if Lincoln Blaze absolutely goes off, then it was the right choice. Sure, hindsight's 20/20. And you can always justify a decision after the fact. That's the benefit of being a caster. I get to say, I don't know about that after the round's been played out. I do like that Salty is still on that Legion. Legion, probably my favorite operator, or favorite defensive to use in a competitive setting. Definitely not the most fun to play overall, but a strong primary gun. Goo mines can just deny so much. He can be used as an anchor or a roamer. Impact grenades that are pretty solid, and you get like 7 goo mines over the course of a match. That is a big benefit for your team. Empty is up 3-0, but it has not come easy, as Sprays has just been absolutely nothing short of heroic for his team on this IQ pick, nearly pulling out some insane clutches. Reborn are just going to have to get better in the middle of the round, as we do reach that crucial 1 minute in mark that has been so disastrous there in the past. Air jabs coming out to cover some of those flanks. Maybe that will be the difference, getting some air jabs on those flank options and capitalizing on them when they burst. Thatcher still with all of his EMP grenades available. Sprays does take some damage over here on the hookah balcony. The mute jammers denying so much information, but he will see the Rook, who will back off onto the cool vibe stairs. Lots of drones, lots of information available for Reborn in that hookah site. Bacon will open up with the first frag onto Wavy. That's your dock gone. Those are no more long-range revives. That's a big operator to have off the board right now, as there is only one more anchor. It appears there's no one on the site. Eclipse will take out Dylan, and Reborn are in complete and total control of this match, as the Rook will attempt to push back up onto the anchoring position. Nixter gonna need to have a huge retake, and the retake is on. Salty gonna take out Wi-Fi. Nick with some missed shots and maybe a missed opportunity, huge missed opportunity for Nick, as he had Sprays in his sights. Eclipse take out Salty. Lincoln Blaze will get a refrag on the Copper, but in a 3v1 with the plant down, it is all Reborn, and Bacon will finish it out in a much better attack, a much better roam clear, and much better map control from Reborn that time, as they are looking like a solid team here on Coastline. Round 5 coming in here. We still do have a 3-1 on the side of Empty. They are ahead, but that last round from Reborn looked a lot better as the site was just vacated of anchors, and as soon as they had the information, they pushed in, got the plant down, and were able to shut down all sorts of rotations. We will see Wavy pick up a Caveira. I'd be shocked if that isn't 6th picked off of. Caveira can be utilized in competitive play, but just because you can doesn't always mean you should. And in this scenario, I think that it could have an operator with more utility brought to the team, although, I mean, if he gets an interrogation, that just kind of renders everything moot. Wi-Fi will be on the Thermite this time, as we will see a hard breacher brought, potentially for that VIP wall, as we will head to Penthouse and Theater. Pulse Spring brought out and a smoke out the first time for the Nixter, as this operator can deny so many plants so well with all of those toxic babes, the remote gas grenades ticking off for 10 seconds, and they will down you if you try to plant them. They will, absolutely. I am going to be looking forward to see how Salty plays on this pulse. He has done so well roaming, as we are going to take a look at the scoreboard. Sprays at 6-2-1, Bacon at 5-0-2, top fragging on the side of Reborn. Salty 3-3-3, triple threes for the IGL of Empty. Wavy at 4-3. Solid coming out. Nixter 0-1-1, but he has been playing those hard support, hard anchor operators. Do not let that stat line fool you. Lincoln Blaze on the Vigil is going to be kind of locking down the site. Wavy looks like he's prepping for a run out. We'll see how this roam game of Empty can do. And Salty just hanging out in kitchen, playing Pulse the traditional fashion. And, oh, we do see a run-up from Wavy on the hookah balcony, and he will get the kill onto Eclipse. He nearly gets traded back, though it was so close, and that's a huge win for the Caveira, as once again the Thatcher is down. That is a lot of utility denial, and it might get another. Some poke shots out, the big Spaz 12 about to come out, and oh, it does look like the impact grenade from Bacon will take out the Caveira. Some shots ring out onto Luggage, and it doesn't look like Dylan is going to try and push that any further. Looks like he's about had enough of pushing into that M762 on Bacon. And the Zofia. Hopper on the Nomad, the IGL of Reborn, looking to get some of them air jabs out, has one board, does have the diffuser as well. Diffuser being brought around through kitchen. I don't know if that's the best place for that. Salty with the pulse play. Excellent stuff coming out. He has played so extremely well in this roaming, just wasting so much time, whether he's on mute, whether he's on Legion, or apparently whether he's on the Pulse, putting the Nitro cell to good uses. That's your Thermite down. And there's no way to get that VIP wall open. This might end up being disastrous for Reborn. And oh, Salty just catching Bacon in the process of planting a Claymore. Unfortunate timing for the Zofia, and is looking like Empty have locked this down again. This Copper is in this power position in the guitar connector, baiting out a Toxic Babe early. Sprays playing in the VIP room, taking out so much, and with the way Sprays and Copper can shoot their primaries, they could still win this. It's technically doable. So much damage onto the Vigil of Lincoln Blaze coming out from Copper, but that Penthouse is not safe. Sprays will end up taking down Dylan. There is a corner smoke out here, as we do see some Toxic Babes coming out, pushing that position with the shotgun, and Nixter will take out Copper. So that's your diffuser down. Sprays will take out Blinkin' Blade, but can he do what's nearly impossible? He is in the other side. The last Toxic Babe will come out. Shots will come out onto the Nixter. Sprays has a triple kill. Will he be able to plant this bomb? He will ADS a little bit. He'll bait the bomb out, and it's just not enough time, as Sprays, in a nearly impossible situation, continues to be oh so clutch with the fragging, but just not able to get out the diffuser. Salty wastes just enough time to take home the round win, and it is 4-1 to Empty, as Salty playing so incredibly well on the pulse will be the decider. And if I'm Reborn, I'm keeping sprays on that IQ. That's for dang sure. He has been absolutely destroying. He's 9-2-1. It just has not translated into round wins. Now, he has been put in some nearly impossible situations. In situations where Empty may have been throwing a few more bodies at him than they should have. And they're playing a little bit aggressive because they know they have the operators to spare. But there still needs to be... Man, something's got to change for Reborn. Something has to come through here, as we will see the Mira, the Doc, a very standard lineup for the kitchen service units. Wavy putting down these black mirrors in very standard spots. That service entrance wall into the main lobby hallway being walled off as per normal. The pulse upstairs, it's just a very traditional coastline. This kitchen service defense coming out as Nick is getting ready for that impact grenade. It will come out and he will vacate the site, moving over and looking like he's got a roam security. Now the roam game of Empty has been so strong, and you could also argue that it's been a little bit unfortunate for Reborn. Salty catching Bacon just as he was planting that Claymore. The run out from the Caveira, just taking out the Thatcher in the beginning of the round, and no real way to get those bandit batteries off the wall with the strong vertical gameplay of Empty. It has been unfortunate, but also there have been instances where this is a team that can play better. They're certainly better than 4-1, and it's been close, but it hasn't been that close. We're going to jump on board with Salty as he is looking for that floor bang in the blue bar. Sitting there playing Pulse the way he is meant to be played, shutting down 2 rooms at once. Not catching anything, though, as most of Reborn is on the other side of the map. Nixter just playing in the security monitors, in and out. Oh, no. That is so unfortunate, as Blinken Blaze will take out Wi-Fi. Bacon there for the refrag, and Bacon will make it into a positive, taking out Salty. That's your Pulse and C4 off the board. But that was such an incredible turn by Blinken Blaze. He does manage to take out the Ash, but Bacon taking that negative and making it into a positive, as we will hit a minute and a half in this round left to play. Reborn moving in above in this power position with Sledge, as he will be able to do so much vertical gameplay here. Rain down the frags from above. Your Jaeger is dead. As soon as you find those ADSs and take them out, it can be over for you really, really quick in kitchen service. Now, Wavy has turned these scenarios around before as Mira, but his Nitro Cell is gone. There's nothing really there to stop the vertical gameplay. He will run out and get taken down by Sprays, who is outside of kitchen with the IQ. A lot of damage going down to Eclipse, who is still up. Nixter with a flank onto Sprays will make it a 3v2, and Dylan's going to take down Eclipse. So all of a sudden, a 4v2 is now a 2v2. The Rover's just not completely eliminated. And it comes back to bite Reborn again, as it's a little bit of a desperate situation here that Mira is open. There's not a lot of places for Dylan to hide on the dock, and who still has all of his stim pistols. Bacon coming in through service has played so strongly this round with that solid 2K, trading out kills immediately. Dylan will move into that power position behind the bomb with the dock. And it does look like the plant is going to have to go down at that unbreakable wall. Copper with a shot onto Dylan. And we have one left alive, Nixter, who is going to be pushing through the kitchen. Does look like the plant will go down in the nick of time. Frag grenade is coming out, and it's going to be a really tough retake for Nixter, who does get a frag onto Copper. He's got a double kill, and it's the Zofia Bacon. He is positioned. He has been given away, and all Bacon has to do is hold this angle. He has 50 HP left. He will back off into the main lobby. Popped Mira being looked through, and Nixter some chip damage, and both players are so low a single bullet will do it. He has been stunned by the Zofia lifeline, and he's got to get over there and defuse that bomb. But the Zofia just playing so well in that open Mira will deny everything, and Bacon will take Nixter down. And And that is a round win for Reborn, and just what the doctor ordered for this team. As we will close out the half, Wi-Fi has left the game. And it does look like we are going to get a rehost. Give me 2 seconds to figure out what is going on. It does look like we are going to get a rehost coming out here. Allow me a couple of seconds to set this up before I begin talking. Oh, this is unfortunate. And we are going to load back in. I'm going to pull up the Twitch stream on my laptop, and I'm going to go back through these rounds really quickly. And my co-host unfortunately lagged out. He had all of this information. Let me know if this is correct. So we have orange on Pent Theater. Then we have orange Hookah Billiards, orange Blue Sunrise, and then blue Pent Theater, orange Hookah Billiards, orange Pent Theater, and then blue Kitchen Service. Someone and let me know if that is correct. We'll get that going. If we are at the half, I believe the site's reset. So as long as we have orange, yes, Nicolo is correct. We are good. So as soon as we get everyone back in here, we are going to get this started. We've had a fantastic match. We have seen some absolutely heroic plays come out from several members. I think Salty has had a great game roaming. Wavy has played excellently on that Mira, just denying so much with C4s. But on the other side, Sprays has played absolutely unbelievably in tough situations. Now, maybe MT were peaking him a little bit more. Maybe I don't want to say those stats are boosted, though. This is a guy who obviously shoots his gun extremely well, who has played his role on those hookah balconies excellently. We are going to do one last run through of this. So we have 1, 2, 3 for orange, 1 for blue, 1 for orange. This is where, we have 7 rounds in here. That is not correct. There we are. So blue, orange, orange, orange. Perfect. And as soon as Reborn gets back in here, we are going to get it going. I'm going to take this time to implore you, if you're not already following Collective Esports on all social media sites and or Twitch, give us a follow. Drop a sub, if you will. I mean, if you like the casting, like the teams, like the league, stick around, hang out, join the Discord. Blue starting on attack. Orange on the defense. 3 in a row. Then 1 for blue, another for orange, and then for blue. 6 rounds total. Moving into the half. As soon as we get our last player from Reborn in here, we will get it started. We are completely set up. The rehost is going good. Shout out to Nicolo in the chat for keeping it honest over here. Thanks, man. As for a primer for those who have come in, we are at 4-2 in Empty's favor. Really close rounds all the way. Empty has looked very, very strong in the middle of those matches. As again, we are just waiting on Bacon, as I'm going to take a quick second to get a drink of water. Do not go anywhere. Hydrate to dominate. Ooh, man. Looks like Serbian is watching on the road. Hey, no comment, man, but I feel you on the drive. I had 3.5 back today. It is not fun being trapped in a car in June. That heat, it will get to you. Ooh, Jack with the bit. Ooh, thank you. And Jack has subscribed as well. Thank you, Jack. My man. As we, once again, are still waiting on Bacon, we are having a little bit of a struggle with the invite system. This Ubisoft, such a wonderful developer that's made such a great game that has never broken and has never had struggles with such a great system, just in my opinion, at the very least. And it's been a good day in the collective so far. This is our final match of the evening between Reborn and Empty. If you are just now joining us, Empty is up 4-2. We are heading into the second half on Coastline. And Empty will be on the attack. As we are still waiting for Bacon, he is on his way, trying to get this figured out. Once again, Ubi, why? Ubi, please. Please to help. Please to fix. Still waiting on Bacon. So far, what we have seen from these two teams has been really, really strong play coming out. Both have looked very, very good. I really like Sprays and the IQ hanging out on the flanks and pushing some of those tighter angles in. I really like the way Empty is roaming. I really like the way Salty just kind of can do everything everywhere. He's pushing with Legion. He's made some great plays with Pulse, specifically with a floor C4. Getting harder and harder to do as it has become such a part of the game at this point that people know how to counter it, that people can just kind of feel out when a Pulse is below them or just hear their footsteps. It's been a great half so far. Really excited to get into the final half. What are my thoughts on Reborn possibly making a comeback? They definitely have the skill to. What they're going to need to happen is they're going to need a little bit of luck. Their first pick, and I believe 3 out of their 6 rounds, so fully half of the rounds in the half, they've lost their Thatcher very, very, very early. Now, that's an L85 off the board, and that's a lot of EMP grenades, and I believe at least once they lost him before he was able to impact the match at all. That is going to need to change, whether it's being more careful from some of those stranger runouts or some of those stranger places where just roamers can really push you, but they're going to need to keep their Thatcher alive. And moreover, they're going to need to keep their thermite alive if they do choose to run those 2 operators. Now, that early aggression from Empty, I don't really know how you necessarily counter that, other than you get into the site quicker and push them. Especially on a map like Coastline, you can really, really isolate roamers on the other half of the map, or upstairs or downstairs, with really, really quick aggression. And I think it would behoove Reborn to play on the windows a little bit more. Maybe get a Capitao out there. I think Capitao would be the play for Reborn, as we have seen Bacon come back in. And we're going to wait a couple seconds. We have full readies in the chat. Let's get this one started. Again. We're going to get started again. Heading into round 7. We are at 4-2 for Empty. And it looks like Reborn are going to head to Hookah Billiards. Strong site, probably the first site that most of us pick in ranked or competitive or wherever. And it does look like Eclipse is going to bring out the Kavera. This is going, if he sticks this, it will be, both these teams will have played Kavera in a competitive match. Now, sometimes one team has played Kavera, but I've never seen 2. I've never seen 2 teams play it, and he will get off of it, 6-pick away to the Maestro. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he does stick it. Who knows? We will have a switch from Dylan from the Ying onto the Buck, and he will stick with that Maestro. Just a strong defensive operator with the Echo out of here. Maestro cams, once again, able to see through smoke. And even when the Maestro is dead, if the cams are at a good angle, they can help deny plants just by giving information. And it does look like he put that in a little bit of a stranger spot. Not a strange spot, but one that can deny kind of those default plants when you push into the My apologies for misspeaking. I definitely didn't mean stranger. I don't know really what I was thinking there. Copper on the smoke is another one that I'm kind of excited to. This man has played a lot of the more support-based operators, but Smoke is an operator that is a support, but he can definitely get those kills. He definitely is a very, very strong anchor, can deny plants, do a lot of damage, and more importantly, now that Glass has been nerfed into the dirt, I feel like Smoke has gotten so much stronger. Especially because, like, now there's no counter to it. You can just throw smokes and deny vision. And they can be pushing forward into your shotgun and just like a guillotine, wavy, moving forward. Looks like we're just going to have a slow push right off the bat. Salty going to take out Wi-Fi. Very, very quick, though. Salty playing so well on the stage. He's gotten the opening kill. And if I remember right, 4 out of the 7 rounds now. That's really, really strong play coming out from him, as he will just hang out on that terrace balcony, repelled, trying to move through. We have a Finka coming out from Nixter. Eventually a rush coming out here with the Finka and the Blitz. Some of that Empty's just playing really, really aggressive. And so far, it really doesn't look like Reborn have any surefire answer for it, other than, you know, Sprays fragging out and killing everyone. As Sprays will be hanging out in the kitchen on this Bandit. Does still have the C4. Here's a Legion Mine pop. That will be a little bit of damage onto that Blitz, and he is going to need to coordinate well with his anchors to take out this Blitz, as Copper will go down on the smoke. That's a huge loss early. Having your smoke down right now is massive, as Dylan will make a little bit of that vertical play that is so necessary on a map like Coastline, prepping the frag grenade, ready to throw through that rotate. Not going to connect completely. A little bit of damage on the Blitz plays is on this Blitz, and Bacon will take the first frag of the half for Reborn, taking out Wavy. More damage on Salty as well, who is going to be facing some shots from the Bandit of Sprays down in Luggage, who will retreat on. But it does look like Blinking Blaze is going to take out Eclipse, as the Finka and the Blitz have moved onto the hoop balcony and are smoking and are ready for the plant. Here's the turn. Here's the Blitz adrenaline. Here's the plant. It's going to stick. Sprays will take out Dylan, and it does look like the plant is going to go down. But Bacon is going to take out Salty, and Sprays is going to take out Blinking Blades right as the plant goes down, so it's just Nixter in a 1v2 situation. The plant is down. No frag grenades to work with. That 6P41 light machine gun is not going to run out of ammo anytime soon. 64 bullets on the clip. Or the mag, or whatever you want to call that. The belt, it's going to be really, really tough. I don't know if there's a lot of utility on the side of Reborn, as Bacon looks like he is going to run out on that hookah balcony eventually. Time ticking off the clock. Bacon, oh no, Nixter will win the fight, but he will go down. Sprays will take it home though. The hero of this match so far has been Sprays for Reborn, as he will help the trade on the 1v2 and take home that round. Reborn gets on the board on their first defensive side to bring it to a 3v4. Heading into round 8, it does look like Reborn has elected to go to the kitchen service over the penthouse theater. Now, this is a little bit unique, especially if they do not bring a Mira. You see that early aggression coming out from Empty, and you can get that really, really quick semi-outside plant from the service entrance with some smoke grenades. So, this is it's frankly a strange site for them to go to, because that can be so attacker-sided for an aggressive team that plays shields well. And you can see it right there. Blinking Blaze has brought the blitz. You have the Finka on the board. You have the Thatcher to clear out some of those goo mines really, really quick, or any other things. You can potentially stun the Maestro cams so that they won't be able to see through that smoke. This is unique. It's not undoable, but I definitely like the lineup that Empty are bringing for this site a little bit more. If the ADSs of Sprays can take out some of those Thatcher grenades, I think it'll be a little bit easier to defend for them. But still, from operator pick and site selection, without knowing anything about how they're going to play this, I got to give the advantage to Empty right now, right off the bat. But also, we will see Mozzie come out. A lot of drone denial coming out here. The Commando 9, obviously a very, very solid assault rifle. And you have the option of going with the P10 Roni as well, which is, and I've been asking a lot of people what they think about Mozzie and the Commando 9 versus the P10 Roni. A lot of people are playing the P10 Roni like it's kind of a better SMG-11. And it looks like Wi-Fi will be using him to roam that little security area. A lot of drone denial. A lot of drone denial Mozzie brings to the table. And just a strong all-around operator. You have an assault rifle that hits pretty hard, has a sick reload animation. You have a Proto SMG-11. You have a shotgun that's pretty good to set up the site. The Super Shorty, very underrated at taking down players as well. And you have the Nitro Cell. What more can you ask for in an operator? Well, you probably ask for more shell slots for the Super Shorty. Other than that, probably not much. Nice shots of Sprays onto that drone. The information has been denied as Bacon is going to set up in this power position with Doc behind the bomb. That bomb is indestructible. You cannot shoot through that thing. He's going to have a lot of pixel angles to peek. That service entrance door, which is already open. It looks like Nixter moving through into the office, going to attempt to clear out some of this roam game. Blinking Blaze moving through the billiards room. And so far, not much action out here in the first minute. And as soon as I say that, we're going to have just shots fired all over the place. Sprays peeking out their VIP will get taken down by Wavy. A nice shot from that 5.56 XI of the Thermite to take out the Jaeger, but he's wasted a minute and a half. They wasted so much time looking for him. They haven't even taken out the default camera either. He did his job this round. Oh, and Wavy may be missing his chance to take down the Legion, as the Buck has been injured too. Wi-Fi will take out Dylan off screen, and the Legion will retreat to a safe space. Blinking Blaze will take out Wi-Fi. That is your Mozzie gone. Your Doc has taken some damage as well, but he will get healed back up. And Reborn are still in a good spot, despite being down and operated. That Blitz isn't down, but their Legion is still alive. And they still have the Doc in the power position. Salty will take out Copper, though. That's the Legion off the board. Now it's panic mode for Reborn. A lot of damage onto that Blitz. But Bacon is going to eat that frag grenade and get a nice shot onto the head of Blinking Blaze. Wavy will take down Eclipse behind, and it might be a short lived for Bacon as he is just in a tough spot, defending his 3 players pinching him through all areas of the map. 1 stim left, 35 seconds left in the round. So the Thermite is extremely low, and he's the one who has the bomb. If Bacon can somehow pick him off during this defuse, or while he's planting the diffuser, it'll be huge for Reborn, but it does look like the plant will go down. Still 1 stem pistol left for the 25 HP. Bacon, he is choosing not to pull it as he is being pushed from nearly every single angle as Nixter, Wavy, and Salty are just closing in on him in the kitchen. Now, there's no need for me to hype this up. We gotta let the moment speak for itself. Bacon in a tough situation as he will attempt the 1v3 retake. He knows that the Thermite might be in his corner. He does not get the kill, though. Wavy will ice it. And Empty taking another round to bring it to a 5v3. A solid attack. And I really like how they are utilizing their aggression extremely well with the Finka and the Blitz, but they're not being like overreactive, like ranked insanity levels of aggression. They are poking at spots in the defense that they know for a fact are weak, and they're not taking bad gunfights. It just kind of textbook how you attack this. Now, Empty will switch up their operator loadout a little bit. They are going to bring a Twitch potentially to help deal with that Maestro. Bacon for Reborn is going to 6-pick off the Dock onto the Legion for the Penthouse Theater. Probably a pretty good decision. We will see the Valkyrie come out from Copper. And honestly, this Valkyrie pick might be the game changer because that's so much information you can get. And there's no IQ on the board for Empty. A lot of those outside camps will be so hard to shoot. But we also did see a 6-pick from Salty, who is going to bring out the Blackbeard. And it looks like they're going to try and pull out a little bit more of those window gameplay, as Wavy has lagged out. Let's see what the teams decide to do with this.
Device placed. You can stop worrying.
It does look like we are going to have another rehost. Apologies, I am not going to be speaking for a little bit as we attempt to get this rehost. We're going to get this one right really quickly, and we're going to get you in the game as fast as possible. Those are the last rehosts for both teams. As invites have gone out, we are getting everyone back in the game. And it's looking a little bit tough for Reborn out here. There, just a lot of that aggression coming out has been just completely, totally trapping them. Empty has played so extremely well thus far. What we are seeing is that Wavy is having some pretty serious connection issues, and it may end up being a 4v5 for the rest of the match coming out for Empty. We'll have to see how this affects them. They only need 2 more round wins, and they take it home. So definitely still doable. It's going to be very, very tough when they're on offense, not having that other operator there, but the way they've been playing, they could 100% take 2 more rounds. As Reborn, we're still waiting for one more on Reborn, as we are I'm going to wait for a confirmation that Empty will be playing with 4 members. Some intense games so far today. Really, really solid play coming out from both Reborn and Empty. As these rounds, I mean, Empty is up by 2, but it has been so close so many times. We've seen some incredibly heroic plays from Spray. Someone clip those and send them to him, man. Save this VOD, put it up on the YouTube, get it into the highlight montage, anything, man. He was absolutely gunning on IQ on his attacking half. And he's played incredibly well in his defending half as well. He clutched out a round, got the defuse, and he is up to, combined between both rehosts, I believe like 11 kills. Really, really solid. As I am going to take, sorry for the constant rehost, we are getting confirmation whether Empty is going to be using their playing 4v5 or going to be playing 5v5 and using a sub. We're still delineating this. In light of that, I'm going to grab a drink of water very, very quickly. I will be back in 1 or 2 minutes. And now that I've gotten a sip of water, gotten hydrated a little bit, feeling a lot better, a lot of talking. We're still waiting on confirmation on whether we will be playing 4v5 or whether MT will be getting another player into the game. We're hashing all of this out. It's coming. A resolution is coming. So far today, we have seen some great examples of Rainbow Six Siege. Index taking out Nautilus 7-1, putting on an absolute clinic on how to roam on Clubhouse. We have seen some incredible plays coming out in this match on Coastline, again, which has the official designation of my favorite map for what it's worth. Just a great, solid map on nearly every single side. Just aesthetically, Coastline is pleasing. How many times are you going to get to call things the cool vibes stairs? Just saying that phrase just relaxes the soul and allows us to enter in a state of near nirvana. The blue bar and sunrise bar just aesthetically look really, really great, really interesting. Coastline is, I mean, obviously there's like abandoned, like Chernobyl-esque theme parks and towers and bombed out clubhouses and all sorts of stuff, but this is the map that we would most want to be on. So far, as a refresher, it is 5-3 in favor of Empty. Some solid plays coming out from both sides. Reborn will be on the defense, looking to clutch it out, as it does look like we are going to see a 5v5 if the sub can get online. If Empty's sub can get in here, we will see a 5v5 to finish it out. And again, both of these teams a little bit new, kind of hodgepodges of teams that have been moved, players that have been moved around off other teams and on other ones, and both playing very, very strong right now, especially Empty. I personally did not expect Empty to be this good heading into this match. I expected Reborn. I expected the scoreline to be kind of flipped, honestly. I thought it would be about 5-3 Reborn at this point. Especially because like Sprays is just such a solid gunner and Copper's a great IGL, but Empty have shown that they have come to play too, and two of the newest teams that will be playing in the collective just coming out very, very strong. And it does look like, I do not believe anyone from Empty is able to be online. I think we are going to have a 4v5, and yes, we have confirmation from Empty that they're going to be finishing out this one 4v5. So we are going to start the match and get into it. Empty going to be without Wavy, such a strong anchor, especially great mirror plays, great C4s. But they will be on attack, and I've got to say, 4v5 for Empty. That is going to be a tough one to come back from, especially on attack, as now the defense can just spare an operator, just throw it at your face, whether it's Wi-Fi or Bacon. Bacon just stim himself up and peek with the ACOG, or Wi-Fi can just peek with Jaeger after he's thrown all his utility on the ground. It is going to be very, very difficult for them to come back. We will see a 6-pick off of the dock onto the Valkyrie. So Reborn opting for a little bit more of a defensive stance with a switch off of the dock onto the Valkyrie. So what Reborn now is in the driver's seat to come back. Now that this is a 4v5, unfortunately, Wavy was not able to make it in, and we are going to be moving forward without him, unfortunately. Reborn are kind of in the driver's seat, despite being down 3-5. They don't have much time or rounds to play with. They can't make mistakes. It's going to be it won't be easy for them to take this match. They have to essentially win 4 in a row or only lose 1 out of the next 5 to take home the win. But it's doable. It's very much more doable than it was. Now, Empty, all they have to do is peel 2 rounds off. And I would expect them to play a little bit more, not necessarily baity, but I think they're going to try and bait things out a little more. As Blinky Blaze did see that Valk Cam coming outside to pick up his drone. The Blitz just hanging out outside for the time being. Dylan on this Zofia, I believe, is going to attempt to clear out the roamer, which, if I'm not mistaken, was Bacon, who is going to have the C4 prepped, ready for that to go out. Will it connect? No, it will not. That's a C4 off the board. But Spray still has one. He still has Valkyrie cams to play with. Now, you're going to need the C4 to take out the Blitz easily, but you can still deal with an operator like Blitz. It's not like a Montaigne where you essentially have to have your Legion alive and a bunch of throwables, or it's just over unless he just uncharacteristically gives up the edge. Blitz is an operator who can flank, can aim duel. He doesn't distances very well, whereas Montaigne is just like a giant, unkillable drone. The Blackbeard coming out from Salty is the correct decision here, in my opinion. Just going to be really strong on these long peeking angles, which they're going to have to do. Honestly, to win this one, they're going to have to take fights at range. Reborn can wait and get in close and just take home a really, really quick win. It's a lot of utility on the board for Reborn as we have entered halfway through this match. Eclipse just hanging out on that Maestro with the upside down angle from Salty being peaked. Such a strong, powerful angle for Blackbeard to play from. And he will take out Sprays as the rifle shield saves his life. You could see that thing crack at just the same time. It was nearly a trade of the Bandit off the board. Now, there's no more C4. More damage is going to come out onto Copper. And the diffuser's going down, but Eclipse will take out the diffuser being placed, and that is your Blitz gone. Copper will take out Dylan, Mixer will take out Wi-Fi, and we're in a 3v2 with Copper still alive with Legion. Huge. The Maestro and the ult is still on the board. Nixer will take out Bacon, though. Nixer is a double kill playing from that back push onto the kitchen. They're going to need to take this Finka out of the game, and I believe she's out of Adrenal. She is, and she only has 10 HP left. Nixer with 2 frags, but what did it cost him? Such a Pyrrhic victory. We still do have Salty on this Blackbeard hanging out. Rifle shield is damaged a little bit, but still able to save him from that headshot. But it is not looking good for Empty as the diffuser is down in a very awkward spot. Eclipse will take out Mixer. Some shots missed as Salty will take out Eclipse, but the Legion Mine saves the round. And Reborn will take home off of the Legion Mine that just got stuck in Salty's side. Unfortunate, just the animation just a little bit too long for Empty to take home the round. Still a solid attack, and props to them for taking a 5v4 and making it into something to have a shot at winning. Really, really playing well. we'll see what the 6-pick phase has in store for us as we will head back up to Hookah Billiards. It does look like Copper may be opting to 6-pick off of the Bandit. We'll see if he's faking or not. Wi-Fi bringing out the Castle. Eclipse just hanging out on the Maestro, the mainstay. Copper will flex off of the Bandit into the Valkyrie. Bacon on the Legion. We will have a Jaeger coming out as well. A very standard setup for a Hookah Billiards defense, as I mean, just about every single attacking round, not even just about every single attacking round, every single attacking round, Empty has brought the Blitz. They have brought that shield, and he has been their bomb carrier, the one that is attempting to get those plants down to force the attack, which will be his situation. Now, he will be in a much more powerful position, as, again, you can very, very easily plant just on the interior of Hookah and be somewhat defended for runouts, as the Hookah balcony is a little bit difficult to run out on. A much stronger position, a strong position still for the Blitz, and Blitz and Shields, just really strong operators on Coastline in general. We'll see if Dylan immediately goes back to that drone. Yes, he will. We'll see what he chooses to do with this Twitch drone. And he's going to be spotted and taken out by the Valkyrie of Copper immediately. That is a huge win. A huge win for the defense. That Twitch drone off the board still has one more that he can utilize, but that's 5 suns gone. That's 5 gadgets that don't get destroyed. That's your Evil Eyes safe for a little bit more from Eclipse. And those Evil Eyes just hanging out in a standard position. Aquarium and hanging out in the Hookah as well at the default area. Squid push as Dylan does attempt to get out onto the purple target. And it looked like it was gonna be a little bit of a push, but Nixter is moving out and will take out Sprays, who attempts to crouch peek across the door, and Nixter has been playing so well on this flank. A 3-1. Salty will take down Wi-Fi, and Empty are in complete control of this round. That's your Castle and your Jaeger down. A lot of utility still on the board for Reborn, however, and they still are in a very strong position. They still have the Legion who can stop those plants, as we saw last round. They still have both Evil Eye cams out, as we still have 1 Twitch drone on the board for Empty, and we still have 2 whole rifle shields for the Blackbeard, 2 Adrenal Surges from Pika, but other than that, not too much. We still have some smoke grenades that could come out, but if they plant in Hookah, those smoke grenades won't mean much, because Eclipse can just send out pings from those Maestro cams that can't see through the smoke. Some shots coming out from Nixter onto the Cool Vibe Stairs player, who will retreat back up the coolest set of stairs in Rainbow Six Siege. Eclipse just hanging out in this corner, hoping to catch someone coming around the corner unawares. And he does hear he hears him. Here's the frags coming out from Nixter. Empty are looking so strong right now. Eclipse just hanging out in the corner. Nixter, another frag grenade kill! And it's going to be a 1v4 for Eclipse, who does get the surprise kill onto Nixter, but the plant's going down. Oh, and the shield eating up so much, and Eclipse is not even there in time. Salty will take him down. And a solid attacking round from Empty, who are 1 round away from taking it home 4v5 on Coastline. We're heading into match point in round 11. And Dylan has left the game as well, and both teams are out of rehosts. So I believe that this game will go on, and it's going to be a 3v5. If they can only get 1. Empty only needs 1. They have a lot of rounds to toy with. There is a lot. They don't have a lot of ground to cover. But they may be running out of steam. But also, who knows? They just clutched a 4v5. They've been playing so well, and all of these lagouts are just so incredibly unfortunate for a team that is looking really, really strong. But again, all they need to do is win 1 round. 5 frags. That's all you need. 5 frags or 1 plant. Maybe both.
ADS deployed.
wire.
Device prime. Keep an eye.
And we have gotten confirmation that Dylan is joining back in the game, as there are no more rehosts available. He thought there was one. Very, very unfortunate. looks like Dylan will be available for next round. And potentially, this could be it. But still, 3v5. That is a tough mountain to climb. It went from Everest to about Kilimanjaro.
Setting up.
Or whichever one's taller. I honestly cannot remember. Everest is the tallest. Why did I forget that? No idea. No idea. But we will head into this round with the Blackbeard, the Finka, and the Blitz on the board. And if there's 3 operators that can clutch out a 3v5, it's these. The Finka boost will help with recoil. There is a smoke on the board, so they will take more damage from smoke grenades. But the Blackbeard out as well means that there's so many window places that can be played, and especially on the Penthouse Theater is going to be so unbelievably strong. But Bacon will take out Blink and Blaze really early. That's your diffuser down. That's your Blitz down. And it's looking like this one is going to go to Reborn, as it is just 2v5. And it looks like Reborn are not playing this aggressively. They are going to take the round if they can. Nixter attempting to take out the hatch, and he's in a little bit of a struggle mode as he's striving to do this 6v41. That hatch has seen better days. This is the toughest hatch imaginable. This is so much ammo coming out as he's used over nearly 200 rounds.
Activating that!
Adrenaline surge coming out, so the Blackbeard can beat the hatch. Finally goes down to the bathroom and will finally might be dropped by Nixter as he is going to take out the Frost Mat in the Barb with that grenade. And maybe he'll attempt to drop in on the players in pit, but he's going to back off for a little bit. He's going to play it safe. Copper is sitting here behind this desk, just throwing goo mines all over the place, and it's looking really, really tough for MTs. They're just going to hang out for a little bit and see if they can't get a few more members to run out, a few more members of Reborn to play a little bit off to where they can get some pretty easy kills. We will see how this one ends up, but right now, it's not looking so good for MT.
Activating adrenaline.
Nixter will take out Wi-Fi. That is the captain gone. But he is on so low health, and with the smoke grenades coming out, I don't know if he can even make it out of the bathroom. 2 ticks and he's down. The shotgun angle will be peaked, but he's going to take down Sprays. And all of a sudden, this is doable. There's your smoke off the board. You do have a lot of Legion Mines and Captain Traps set, but they're right next to the site. And the Blackbeard has the bomb, but Bacon will take out Salty, and it just got even harder, and Bacon will finish it off. A valiant effort from MT, but it looks like Reborn will take the 3v5 round, as we only need one more for MT to take this home still, but Reborn in a prime position for the comeback. We are heading back to the hookah billiard side as Salty will stick on that Blackbeard. Blink and Blaze will play that Blitz, and looks like Dylan is going to come out with the IQ. And if you're looking to take out some Legion Mines, which has been a mainstay of this Reborn defense, I can't think of another operator better suited to do that except for maybe Thatcher, who can just throw the EMP grenades at the ground and just take out everything in a little bit of area. Eclipse will 6-pick from the Capcan onto the Maestro. Salty from the Zofia onto the Blackbeard. He has played exclusively Blackbeard on these attacking rounds. Excuse me, we're not going to hookah billiards. We are going to kitchen service. That was... I should have re-looked at that. Unfortunate. As it is still match point. All MT have to do is get one round 4v5, and they have looked so close. Nixter has been absolutely tearing it up on Finka. 7 kills through, I believe it's only 2 or 3 rounds that have been played on this host. Just absolutely incredible coming out so far. Dylan has had a strong game too, and Salty 4-0-1 on the Blackbeard. With Reborn, the stats don't show it because we haven't had stats for the past earlier matches. Sorry, words are hard.
ADS active.
But Sprays is at a heck of a game, too. Before the first rehost, he was like 9-2-2. Had incredible 4Ks, 3Ks, and nearly clutched out a 1v4 in the second round of the game. Just so close. And if a couple of bullets went one way or the other, this could be over, and it could have been Reborn moving on already. Now, it's a scrap. It's a fight for their lives, and both teams know this as these rounds have been getting so much closer. Copper playing in a very aggressive position behind the main lobby desk, just looking to peek, maybe run out, get some work done with that MP5 ACOG. Still a set of barbed wire to put down some utility to place if he needs it. Lincoln Blaze hanging out in the blue bar, just attempting to push through maybe to the back of the kitchen. Getting that back hallway control is so important, and we'll see the Legion push him. Some chip damage going down for both operators, and they do know that the Legion is in Sunrise, and now the hunt to take down Wi-Fi on the roam is on. But he still Wi-Fi still has those goo mines, and he might just run straight out from there onto the through the kitchen window. It's 100% doable. There's no one over there to contest it. He very well could run out this all the way to the kitchen. The kitchen has not been shot out. If it was shot out, he very well could have done it. But we will see Bacon go down. I believe that was the shots from the IQ on the ceiling. We'll find out when he eventually dies. It doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to get to revive him. It doesn't look like anyone's going to get to him. Salty will take down Copper. And now it's a 3v4 advantage for Empty.
I found one. Loading new magazine.
Sprays with some SMG-11 shots onto Blinkin' Blaze on that blitz. Has him pinned in the corner. No smoke's coming out yet. The Toxic Babe's, he's going to wait. We are low in time. Dylan will take out Bacon. Finally, the first Toxic Babe coming out onto that doorway, and the Blitz just moving back, clearing out the bathroom. Does all the Toxic Babe down on the window. The Maestro should be pushing up to help out. The Blinkin' Blaze will take out Wi-Fi. Long shots from Blinkin' Blaze, and oh no, 2 smokes missed. Dylan will take out Sprays, but it's only Eclipse, and he has 4 operators to go through. And he doesn't go down, and it's all over. Empty in a 4v5 with a flawless round to end it. Excellent play coming out from them, and they will move on. And Reborn down. A great game coming out from both sides, and we are going to get Salty in here to talk us through what exactly happened on Coastline. How are you doing, my friend? Make sure you include that audio, and let's get this interview on the road.
Our hearts are
Awesome.
racing. The fact that we managed to bring that 4v5 into the dub.
Not just a 4v5, that was a 3v5 at one point, and y'all played it very, very well. So what was the strategy behind picking Finka and Blitz nearly every round?
Well, we figured since we're at the man disadvantage, why not give us the extra health boost and that one shield to help to be able to push, so we don't have to worry too much about getting killed too much. So we don't have to worry about too much.
Solid. And how is your team feeling emotionally moving on after, you know, y'all played a 3v5 round, and y'all played most of y'all's attacks 4v5?
We're very emotional. We're extremely happy. We just don't know what to say at this point. We're so happy. GG to Reborn. They played a hell of a game.
Well, that's all there is to it. That's all I really have. You got 30 seconds. Shout out whoever you want.
I'd love to shout out my boys on Empty. We did great. We're hoping to move on. And after this, I'd like to say GG to Reborn and good luck to Reborn.
All right. I've been Diamondback with the cast. Sorry for all the constant rehosts, just some really struggle internet today, but a great match coming at you from Coastline. Make sure to follow collective_esports on everything. That is Twitter, that is Instagram, that is Twitch, If it's a social media, they're probably on it, so you better follow it right now if you want more great content and great gameplay as we move on through the Summer Cup and into Season 2. Once again, I have been Diamondback.